Hey, good morning. I recently returned home from our partner event in Chicago, where many partners who attended and were asked a question: how many of you are very familiar with or feel comfortable navigating around PartnerGateway? And I was really shocked at the lack of hands that went up. Maybe people were being shy, but it didn't seem so. So what I want to do is I've thought about this idea of putting together this video for the top 5 PartnerGateway hacks that you're probably not familiar with or probably not using. So we're going to count backwards from number 5 to number 1. So number 5 on the list is the Android OS migration tools. So obviously you guys are well aware of the fact that Windows legacy versions of Windows are being end of supported and so forth in the coming years. You've heard some of our different discussions about Android and so forth, but maybe you're looking for information on where can I get some of these tools. So what you're going to do is you're going to log into PartnerGateway, hover over Resources, come down to Sales Resources, click on Campaigns. In this case, you can see all different campaigns that Zebra's running. Specifically right here, we're going to go to the Workforce Mobility Revolution campaign, view campaign details, and as I scroll down, you'll see some different tools here, but what I'm looking for is right here, OS migration resources. You can see here we also have Mobility DNA resources, so Mobility DNA are utilities and applications and so forth that are specifically built around Android to help customers get more value out of the Android mobile device that they'd be buying, whether it's All-Touch TE, whether it's Swipe Assist, whether it's Simulscan, Text Speech Pro, voice, so forth. But in this case, I'm going to click on OS Migration Resources. As I scroll down, you can see all the different tools that are here for you to use. There's general resources, white papers. As you scroll down, assess your business resource. So this is a worksheet you can actually go through with your customer in a consultative kind of manner. Choosing the right OS resources, another white paper. Find the right device, other white papers, and some different videos along the bottom there. Again, this is a great area where I think it's kind of hidden, to be honest with you, and it's an area that I don't think many partners are actually very familiar with. So let's go down to number 4. One of the questions I still get from a lot of partners, because I know they're getting asked the question from their customers, is the customer's looking at doing a project and they're still looking at consumer devices. This is kind of surprising in some respects in this day and age, because there's so many partners out there, so many end users out there that have tried to go with a consumer device and have changed their mind. The word has spread that consumer a lot of times isn't really the way to go, just because of the total cost of ownership. And there's so many end users out there that have tried the consumer path, and a year later said, no, this isn't working. But anyways, it's a question I still get asked. So in this case, we're going to go into Resources, hover over that, Sales Resources, hover over that, and then click on Consumerization Resources. There's a lot of tools here. As I scroll down, you can actually see different blogs, different white papers. Gartner, VDC, these are third-party research companies. They're going to talk about, independently talk about consumerization versus rugged. There's some videos here as well, some presentations and some other articles. The specific tool I'm looking for to show you right now is the TCO calculator reporting tool. So this is a great tool. It's super user-friendly too. So there's actually 4 different tabs of area. Each one looks very similar to this that you would fill out. When you get to the end, through that 4th tab, it's going to yield a report. And this report is actually a really, really, really kick-butt report that you can actually share in a consultative manner with your end user customer. So basically, as you scroll through the report, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but detailed results, OpEx versus CapEx. It's going to give you a definition of hardware acquisition costs, indirect costs, reoccurring costs, TCO by model year, or excuse me, TCO by year, considerations beyond TCO, the importance of the analysis, and I know there's a couple more pages here, hardware acquisition costs broken down in detail there. So this is a PDF report that you can actually share with your end user customer. Please go through it and share it and ultimately give it to them. If the TCO analysis yields that, a consumer device is really not a bad deal for them, then maybe you just help them make a decision and you help them, in a consultative way, and they're going to remember that in the future. So let's go back. So number 3 in my top 5 is let me go back to the home page so we can start from scratch, is the promotions tab. I constantly get asked questions of, is a certain device on a certain promotion? Is there a trade-in program going on and so forth? So what you want to do is log into PartnerGateway, come down here to promotions. What I usually do is I go click I click on Get Details for all current promotions. So I click there, and here's all the different promotions going on. Let's say I'm interested in this 2D scanner instant rebate. I click there, and I click on Promotion Overview. Here's a PDF with all the different details, different SKUs, different availability dates, and so forth. That's a great area. It's a great resource for you guys to remember. Number two, we're almost at number one. Number two, if you've heard me speak at any of my partner events that I do in Michigan or Indiana, I usually do a quick wrap-up, and one of the things I talk about is the Resources tab. So let's say you're looking for all the different sales resources on a specific device. So in this case, let's say it's a TC8000. So I'm going to go down to Product Services, hover over that, go to Products, and click on Mobile Computers. I'm going to scroll down to TC8000, and you see all the different tabs here. In this case, the Resources tab, in my opinion, is where all the meat and potatoes are. This is where you're going to find the battle card, different webinar recordings, application guide, spec sheets, customer-facing presentation. You can take this PDF and put your own logo in there, and you're good to go. Just tweak it as you like. The rugged mobile computing, overall rugged mobile computing positioning brief. Here's actually a really cool one, the Human Factors and Productivity White Paper. So when we talk about 14 hours of improved productivity, this is actually where they did the scientific testing with regards to muscle movement and so forth. So let's get back to the home page here. And number one, this is an area, this is a tool I get asked about quite a bit, is what happens if, how do I know if a product's been end of life, or one's been released, or a new product's coming out? When's it going to be available? What are the different part numbers? So what you want to do is go down to Products and Services, hover over Resources. You got the Service Marketing Bulletins and the Product Marketing Bulletins. So I'm going to click on PMBs. This is a great area. So in my case, I usually click on Product Category, and you got Advanced Data Capture, which is the scanners. You've got mobile computing, RFID, and so forth. Let's just stay on scanners. So here's you're going to find end of sale announcements or product launch announcements. So when you go to a product launch, you're going to find all the different details, all the different configurations of what's coming out, the list prices, the dates, the accessories, and so forth. Conversely, if you were looking at an end-of-life announcement, you would actually find the end-of-sale dates, the end-of-support dates, or end-of-service dates. Tons of good information here that's great for partners and great for people who are looking for the details on either a new product or a product that's been end-of-life. I'm going to navigate back to the home page here, but that's my top 5. If I missed something, let me know. I'd love to hear what you think I missed. Hopefully you found this video to be helpful, and thanks very much for being one of my valued partners. Have a great day.